just gives you the energy to go out there and be in a great state of mind before you're prospecting. And it's I've seen it work with our kids, Rob's kids and my kids. When they're going for job applications, they scoot off into the bathroom and they do their power pose. They feel energized and they nail the job every time. So it's interesting mechanism that can really work for people. So I encourage you, if you haven't seen that, to check that out.
Can I do that as a group today?
We do this group, yeah. Everybody kind of power pose. Do your Superman pose or your Wonder Woman pose, right? The Wonder Woman pose is a good one.
I can't do the Wonder Woman to stand up.
Wow, we got some royalty in the house. We've got a diamond, Nick Skolsky. We got one of the we got first 1 stars. Michael Langto has joined us from Florida. Thank you, Michael, for joining us here. That's pretty cool. Glad you're with us. Of course, we got John Sinney, infamous John Sinney, my brother from another mother.
Good morning, Art.
Good morning, John. How you doing?
I'm on here. Get set up. I'm ready to roll.
Okay, well, we got a minute.
Good morning, Art. How you doing?
How you doing, brother? I gotta go get a cup of coffee.
No shit.
Just my name, Sean, because I can't get.
Fuck. No, fuck you. God.
Appreciate you all being on here early this morning. We'll get started here in about a minute. Last call if you want to say your name and where you're calling from. I know a lot of you already did.
Period. Not worrying about it, figure it out later. At least I own it.
What?
Good morning,
Ed,
Joan.
Dallas, Texas.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ed.
How you doing, John? Good morning, everyone.
Bob and Colorado.
Fantastic. Hey, Bob. Good morning.
Morning, Susan.
Morning.
Morning, John.
Good morning, Sue.
Morning,
Good
John.
morning, Ed. Hey, Bruce, welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Bill Brady, too.
Carla from Saskatchewan.
Morning, Carla.
Hey, John, who's behind you?
Hey, Gail.
Who's behind you?
That is a combo Chick-fil-A cat, marsupial, raccoon. We're still trying to figure out what she is.
Well, she's pretty.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
You can't even see it.
I had nothing to do with her prettiness. She got pulled out of a trash can, I think.
Everett Arnold, Athens, Georgia, home of the Bulldogs.
Good morning, Mr. Bulldog.
Yes, sir.
Hi, it's Deborah from
All right,
New York.
Morning, Deborah. Morning, Steve. I'm going to mute the lines and get this show on the road if our Commander-in-Chief, Mr. Phelps, is ready to roll.
You went for coffee.
Or you got to unmute. Sorry about that.
Okay, ready when you are, John.
All right, great. Good morning. Welcome to the middle of August training. Hope y'all are having a great month. We are, it's interesting to me. We've got the heat of the summer, the end of summer. We already have kids back in school here.
You hit the record, John?
Yet, no, I did not. Thank you for that reminder. Hit the recording button.
Recording in progress.
It's interesting to me that we have such a huge number of people on here, even though it's right there here at the end of summer, and so many people are out and about on vacation, and yet we just continue to have great attendance, huge turnouts and huge numbers of people that are taking action. So really congrats. That shows the commitment of everybody to this company. I personally texted 100 people yesterday. So I was working, and that reminds me, I just want to follow up on a document. I didn't take the time to update it, but it will still work. I'm going to just share this with everybody here real quick. Let me find my share screen button, and then you can see what I'm talking about. This is what I call the accountability chart. So the chart, it's real simple, but I encourage everybody to use it. We've been doing this for years, but when you put in a record of what you're doing, changes everything. And it really takes your whole business to another level. When you talk about income producing activities, that's what this is right here, IPA. And we have the list of them here. And you can put 20 other things on this list. I'm not discouraging you from doing that. I actually recommend it. I just never have space on the screen if I want everybody to be able to see everything. So, you know, I get like 6 or the 7 of them. Hours worked. To me, I don't even look at that. You know, I guess at how many hours I mean, really, if the sun's up, I feel like I should be on the phone. And if I hang up the phone before midnight, I feel guilty. Like I should still be hammering that thing. So I don't put a whole lot of significance into that. But when I was brand new in the business, when I was in my early 20s, which was like 150 years ago, that was it was a big deal for me. And my sponsor, I'll always be eternally grateful to her. She would call me up at 8 a.m. every morning. You know, are you on the phone? What are you doing? She was like smacking me around, cracking the whip on me, and making sure that I was doing my job. And, you know, it took a lot to get me to pick up that 1,000-pound gorilla known as the phone. You used to weigh a lot more than these little things do today. It's kind of funny. But you just go through the list of what I've got here, and you ought to have a number in your head. You know, like I just said, I texted a lot more than 100 people yesterday. I was rounding down. I don't even know how many I hit, but it was enough that you can't even see the text from 2 days ago, because the texts go down like a mile long on my phone. I was just going through a huge number of people. And those were what we call initial contacts. And then, you know, how many people did I actually peak? How many people did I get to look at a video? Well, if you don't have some type of tracker, then you don't know. And I'm not really interested in that. I used to be. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I could see how many people actually clicked my link. Today, I'm like, because it's more important to me that they know it's me. If I give them a link tracker where it's a funky link, then they get suspicious, and they might be concerned about, you know, what's actually, what are they clicking on? So I want them to click on a link that has my name in it. So, you know, my link is myname.com. It's pretty easy. But that is peaking, you know, getting people to go look at stuff and then clicking the link. I've got that in there. And you can track that. For me, see, it's a little bit different game. Again, I'm just raising my standards. It used to be, did they click the link? Now it's, did they click the link and then contact me or enter their info or somehow notify me, you know, hey, this looks cool. I expect it, especially if it's warm market. If I send you a dynamite link and a message worthy of you going, oh, wow, that sounds interesting. If I give you info, no matter what we're talking about, if we're talking about, you know, the crazy cat behind me, if I don't present it in a way that makes people go, oh, wow, or that's interesting, or how do you do that, or tell me more. If you're not talking that way, then you're not doing your job, and that's always how I feel. And so that's really how we, you know, present this. And I want a response. And then, of course, the follow-up is, that's where all the money is. And then that's where you end up with people right here on the last row, which is enrollments paid. I do have a line there for enrollments free, but here's how I feel about that. You know, it's like not interested. Now, I have to back that up a little bit. We are interested in customers, and we do love it when people sign up for free because we still have the ability to make $30 if they do the $30 deal with Rakuten. We still get paid forever on all their upside gas purchases. You know, all that stuff adds up, 15 cents per gallon per referral. That's a one-time referral thing. But all those things add up. The fetch points that, you know, you can rack up off of, you know, someone signing up for fetch. I mean, you get 5 referrals on fetch and, you know, it's $10. Again, not that big of a deal, but it's great. So we do track it, and I don't want to be, you know, negative on it, but at the same time, my focus is all right here. That's going to create the walkaway income stream. That's going to create the millions of dollars of revenue, of billions of dollars of revenue, if we want to be that greedy right now here at the beginning of Nexus Rewards. But that is what we're laser focused on. And so that's the ultimate IPA. That's the end of your chart here. Now, we're going to add something to this chart as we start rolling, as more and more people start tracking on this chart. By the way, if you don't know how to take a screenshot, should definitely Google that, learn how, and then boom, everyone should have screenshotted this chart and have a copy. You can take this chart, tear it up, change it around, do whatever you want to. These are my targets. You can put whatever you want to on here. You know, I've got a 1 a day sign up target. That's it right there. And I've been in this 2.5 months, and Scott and I have enrolled 67 people. So 67, 2.5 months. That's like we're falling a little short of our 1 a day goal. But you see the mindset, and you know, you don't have to kill yourself if you don't hit your goals, but you get an idea of setting the standard and then saying, okay, where am I on that chart? So that's really how I do it. That's my, you know, my method of operation. This is the control center, what I focus on every day. And, you know, when I can put a 47 or 110 in that box right there, you know, initial contacts, that's the beginning. And here's one other important step that's not on this chart. And this is the one where we separate the boys from the men, the girls from the women. How many people that you know did you give this chart to? And that's when a lot of people are like heading for the exit, hiding in the corner. Let me crawl under the bed. But that's it right there. If you don't share your accountability chart with other people, your significant other, your best friend, your mom, I don't care who it is, your sponsor, then what you're really doing is you are not being accountable. What's the whole point of an accountability chart? Yeah, if you can hold yourself accountable and you can, you know, crack the whip on yourself, great. But it's a totally different ball game when you involve other people in looking at your accountability chart. Everyone in my organization should be sending me an accountability chart. They've heard me say it a million times. And when they don't, what do I know? They're probably not doing it, which means they're probably not doing this down here. That's the number one challenge that we have in this industry, in this business of direct sales. You can go to any boiler room, you know, any sweatshop, any top sales company, and you're going to see massive accountability. What you're really going to see, even worse, is you're going to see a whiteboard that says leaders on it, the leaderboard. And that leaderboard is going to track everybody. And, you know, that's Art gives us a little taste of that, you know, at the beginning of the month when he reels off, hey, here's everybody who were the top 10 enrollers or, you know, whatever, in the month of, he did that for July. He did that the first Saturday in August, and the numbers were staggering, you know, for the people that are going through massive numbers, and then the enrollments right there. I mean, it was fascinating. I eat that stuff up. I'd love to hear it. And that is, again, it's a whole nother level of accountability. And that's what I encourage everybody to do. Probably the most important thing, you know, the name of our company, our little individual group is Fun Marketing Group. And I always say, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. I got that from one of my downline in my first company, and we always had fun together. And he always made it a point of saying, you know, what's the point? We're commanded to have joy, you know, if you read scripture. And that is a very enlightening and fun thing to read. You know, hey, you're supposed to have joy. If you don't have fun, I'm gonna kill you. But that is really it's the essence of what we do, because people are attracted to happy, joyous people. They're the opposite with angry people. And so, you know, we're supposed to have fun. And yet we have this accountability where everyone feels like, you know, it's very dictator-like, it's scary, it's intimidating. And so you want to get a chart like this and do it and have fun at the same time. And so the question is, how can I have fun while being this regimented? That's the proper question. And so if you do that, you know, if you make this fun, if you make it an activity that you get everybody involved in, total game changer. So I hope that's helpful to everybody. I have tons more I could talk about. The key here is going through the numbers, getting the word out there. When I say to everybody, you can be the first to share this company with other people, you know, I'm not exaggerating. You literally can go out there and be the first to tell tons of people about this. So I encourage everybody to do that, to get a piece of this pie. You know, timing is everything, and we have that time right now. One of the biggest things I look back on at the beginning of my networking career is I didn't go nearly aggressive enough with enough belief, enough confidence in the company, confidence in the product, confidence in the money making. All of these things cost me a ton of money. And so I'm encouraging you now to do that, take that attitude, to be very aggressive in going after a large number of people as fast as you can. So that's the best thing I can tell you to do. And you're going to get a mountain of great information here from our owner, co-founder, Art Phelps. And I'm going to go ahead and be quiet now and turn it over to you, Art, if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready, John. I'm raring to go, and I appreciate this. You know, I remember that I remember that chart from the old kind of network marketing where you're keeping almost track of everything. I've kind of streamlined it a little bit for myself in terms of it's a couple of things. I really like what you said, because it just reminded me of some of the old trainings. It came out of Tony Robbins. Quality of your life is the quality of questions you ask yourself. And if you're having a challenge with something and it looks like work, you do ask yourself that question: how can I have fun doing this? Right? And then it just changes your whole mindset and allows you to do it. This business is, I mean, I just remember the phone. You always had to pick up phones. You had to invite people to meetings and presentations, and it was awful. It was tough. But, you know, guys like you, guys like me, guys like Nick Skulski, and guys that have been around this industry for a long time have done that. And that's how we cut our teeth in this business and in this industry. And today, with the advantages that we have in terms of sharing opportunities, it's really just, I mean, the ability to text has been a game changer in network marketing, literally a game changer. I mean, just to send a text to somebody that says, hey, I found something cool, you got 2 minutes to look at it. I'm going to tell you 90% of the time, they're going to text you back, what is it? Right? That's what they're going to text you back. And they just send a link. Send a link. It's as simple as that. And so I kind of keep a little scoreboard. Let me see. Maybe I can just show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This. I hope you can see that. Every time I contact somebody, I put a slash. I was doing some Craigslist resume contacting. Yes, I'm looking at people's resumes, and I'm sending them a little message. Hey, I saw your resume on Craigslist. I wanted to see if I thought you might be a good fit for our company. I forget exactly what I said. Actually, we put it up in the NXR Builder, how to prospect people using Craigslist and stuff. So that's a new thing that we put up. I've interviewed somebody who's having a lot of success with Craigslist using our automatic builder system, but it's the same thing. So every time I send a message to somebody, I made a line, then another line, then another. And when I hit 5, I did that. So I did 15 in about 30 minutes, just for giggles, just to see what would happen out of it. Got 1 response, got 1 free member. Not bad. Okay, so just ran out of time, and but it's something to do to kind of always be prospecting, right? So that's the key. I mean, really, the key is to hold yourself accountable to get new people looking at your business every day, whether it's 2 a day. And if you average just 2 a day, and I think you really can get 2 people a day to take a look at your opportunity, that's going to compound over time. Jeff Olson wrote a great book, The Slight Edge, talks about the compounding of 2 a day, 2 a day, 2 a day. You know, that's 10 a week, that's 40 a month, that's 500 a year, something like that. You get 500 people to look at this, you're going to get some signups. Also, the numbers are really in our favor. Free members are great, or as Scott likes to call them, premium members in waiting. I think the company average is right around 22% of our membership are premium. Okay, that's 78% that are not, but we're seeing upgrades every day with that. Okay, so that's a cool thing. And we got messaging, and you guys can actually help us increase the amount of conversions that we get. I've been sending out some emails. We want your video stories. Really just take 2 minutes and tell us what you love, maybe a little bit of your background. I've been trying things, haven't been working, found Nexus, love it, here's why. Create a little 2-minute video. You can post it on your YouTube, send us the link. Just go to the Nexus Telegram group, and you'll see the instructions on how to do that. The more video testimonials we have, the more upgrades and premium members we're going to get for you and your downline and your team. So that's going to be an invaluable tool. People from all different backgrounds. So I would encourage you to do that. You said numbers, and I want to give you some August numbers, John, because these are these are really, really cool things. But before I give you the August numbers, I also want to recognize some rank advancements that have happened. I believe since the beginning of the month. I just happened to be looking at them. And we've got a couple of people that have ranked up in the comp plan. I'll start with the Pro 25s. My good buddy, Joe Barnes from Florida, ranked up to Pro 25. Good job, Joe. Awesome. Organization starting to take on a little bit of life of its own. Everett Arnold, home of the Bulldogs. Congratulations, Everett. Everett hit Pro 25. Liza Vogel from Metamorphosis Financial Group has just joined us a couple of weeks ago. Actually, I kind of just joined us, kind of just got going a couple of, I think she joined like a month ago, but had so much stuff on her plate, couldn't do it until like 2 weeks ago or a week ago or something. She just ranked up to Pro 25 as well. Our friend Alonzo Braun, we saw him on here. He was hoping to hit Pro 50 by the 18th, I think, which is his birthday, I think. So, but he's got an early birthday present. Alonzo Braun just hit Pro 50. So congratulations, Alonzo. And now get ready for this one, guys. This is pretty cool. Our friend Bruce Nelkin just hit 1 star. Congratulations, Bruce. And so I got a little funny story. I'll just share this quick with you. I remember when I first got going, I spent a few months really kind of building a business and growing. It was almost close to a year, I think, that we were in the business. And I finally said, okay, Judy and I took a little vacation. And we just kind of went away. It was like a long weekend or something like that. Maybe it was a week. I forget but exactly what it was. But when I came back from vacation, as Bruce just kind of went on vacation, came back, he was away for a week or so. I came back, my check had increased by 10%. And so my wife said to me, it looks like this business does better without you. Why don't you stay away from it? Because it's growing better than when you were there. And I said, you know what? You might be right about that, honey. So, okay. So congratulations, Bruce. Maybe going on vacation is a way to rank up in this business. I don't know. But you got to have a couple of people underneath you for that to happen. So, and you do certainly have that. hundreds of people underneath you. Bruce, congratulations, our newest one-star, Bruce Nelkin. Okay, let's talk about personal recruits, people getting to other people to look at it. First of all, I want to congratulate everyone. We've got 175 people that have signed at least one person up in the month of August. 175. That's pretty cool. As John said, this is the dog days of summer. Across the network marketing industry, many companies are asleep. Many marketers are asleep. They're waiting for Labor Day to get back into gear. We have a unique opportunity, and we have the opportunity, I think, to share with people if they're traveling on vacations. They can save on their gas, their groceries, and their dining, which they're going to be doing anyways while they're traveling and vacationing. So here's a way to help people put cash back in. So congratulations to everyone who's sponsored at least one person in the month of August. But I want to talk to people who have sponsored more than one. I really just got to go to the top 10 or so list. We've got Robert Dudley's got 6 people sponsored in. That's like one every 2 days. Pretty good. Lisa Vogel, who I said, again, just hit Pro 25. She's got 6 signups. And I think she's working that plan that we talk about all the time, get 5 who get 5 sort of thing. Boom, she's got 6 signups and she's a Pro 25. Okay, does it work? Yes, it does. Okay. Dawn Vasapolo, Chris's wife, actually, Vasapolo, she's got 6 signups in the month of August. Angela Peters, 6. Congratulations, Angela. Yatana Clark. I'm sorry, Angela's got 8. Okay. Yatana Clark has got 8 as well. And they're both pro members, so congratulations to them. Tyler Yost, 10 signups so far. Congratulations, Tyler. And who are these guys? The Fun Marketing Group. What? The Fun Marketing Group has got 10 signups in the month of August. So a little short of their one a day, but still not bad. 10 signups. That's congratulations, John. And then we've got, who else we got? Adrian. Oh, these people I want to give special recognition to because they are averaging at least one a day. And that's Adrian Geyer with 13. Yusuf Akan Lawan, 19 signups so far this month. Congratulations. Our friend Marco Riccardi. Marco, he's averaging 2 a day. He's got 26 signups so far this month. Congratulations, Marco. Great job. Brittany Johnson, relatively new into the business. 50 signups so far. 50 signups. That's 3.8 signups a day. Congratulations, Brittany. I know she's tearing it up. And then Rod Coles, you got the cake so far, brother. Rod's got 76 signups. That's 5.8 signups a day coming into the business. So great job to everyone who's building this. And that's my recognition section. So, okay. So now what I want to do is I want to move into a screen share. Let me see if I can do this. What screen do I want to share? This one. Share. Okay. Can you see that okay, John? Is that coming up? Hopefully.
Looks good.
Okay, good. Okay, that's fine. You can go back on mute if you like, or chime in. So I'm here with my brothers here as well, and we want to share a couple of things with you. I'm not going to get into our history and our background. Just to say that we've had 33 years. Funny coincidence. John, Cindy, and Rob and I both joined this industry 33 years ago in this month, August of 1989. We joined different companies and kind of went different directions, but we've come back together to build Nexus Rewards. So in that 33 years, actually 32 of those years, we've been with every company in some sort of advisory type role, and in particular, compensation plan development and modifications and things like that. So, you know, I just want to say that we really understand compensation plans from many different sides, of course, from the corporate side, what can the company afford to pay? How can they pay it? And what is the most rewarding things to do for members? But more importantly, from the distributor side, like what is the best things for a company and for a distributor? And when we put Nexus together, we put it together with the distributor mindset. We put it together thinking, what would we like? Okay, what are the cool things that we would like in a compensation plan? And if we didn't like it and didn't want to build it ourselves, we didn't put it in there. Okay, we just said, no, that's not fun. That's not good. That's not rewarding and stuff. And so in putting this plan together, we really have multiple aspects of the plan that can produce a lot of income, I mean, hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, even ultimately hundreds of thousands of dollars and more with a couple of different aspects of the plan. And I'm not going to go into all the aspects today. I want to talk about one specific one that we really don't talk about too much. But as you know, we have this unilevel that pays $10 a month on your personal referrals, and then 10 levels. Start off paying 6, and then we pay 10, and then also has an infinity commissions aspect to it. And we always see this chart on the opportunity overviews, and it's pretty easy to understand. Okay, this thing over time could really pay me a lot of money. I mean, there could be a lot of people in those 10 levels. And then with the infinity, it could be even more. It could be, I can see how it could pay 10,000, 20,000 a month, more, way more, right? So we kind of get that. We have a $5 coded infinity bonus, which also long-term has the potential to pay a lot of money, thousands, tens of thousands of dollars and more, because there's no depth requirement. It literally, you don't get cut off. Nobody cuts you off. If they reach the same rank of you, you don't get cut off. You don't get locked in to earn at 10 levels. You could be earning dozens of levels deep. You could be earning actually hundreds of levels deep. I mean, the math is there. It's just going to take some time for all that to build out, but the potential there definitely exists. We've got a dynamic compression feature, which again, over time, and what it does is once you hit that 1-star level, it compresses all the commissions that people underneath you are not qualified for, and it sends them to you. Okay, companies don't do that. I'm not aware of another company that's even doing that right now. Okay, so companies don't do it because they usually keep that money for themselves. We don't keep it. Okay, and that's definitely our distributor cap is on when we put that in. Our corporate cap, we just took it off and said, forget about the company, we'll make money anyways, you know what I mean? So, but what I want to talk to you today is about another aspect of our compensation plan where you have the ability to earn hundreds, actually earn thousands, earn tens of thousands, not immediately, but over time. The potential is there to make a lot of money in our premium member loyalty bonus matrix. It's a 3x10 matrix. Okay, so but it's like everything else. With the 10 levels, you can earn beyond 10 levels. With the infinity bonus, it has infinite depth. With the matrix, you can earn beyond the 3x10 bonus matrix. So let's just explain this thing from the get-go. First, what is a 3x10 matrix? Okay, a matrix means that a 3x matrix means there's 3 positions underneath you. Now, okay, so you may in the unilevel part, you may be 10 wide. You have 10 personal sponsors. You could be 100 wide. Doesn't really matter. They're all going across 10 levels across, 100 levels across, right? But what happens is they get compressed. This is a separate portion of the plan where they get compressed into this. So your first 3 people, okay, will go directly underneath you. Okay, everyone else that you bring in is going to go underneath them in this part of the plan. Okay, So when you get started, you only have 3 positions. Now, those 3 positions can be filled by you, or they could be filled by the people above you, your sponsor, your upline, or people who are above you in the matrix, okay? That maybe they're not particularly your upline, it could be sideline to you, but they're above you because they got positioned into the matrix. So those first 3 positions, once they get filled by you or somebody else, everybody else goes underneath them until the 9 positions are filled on the second level. And then once they're filled, everybody goes on the third level until the 27 positions are filled. Then everybody goes on the fourth, 81, then fifth, 243, and on through 10 levels. And you can see it potentially, there's a lot of people there, right? And so the matrix itself has a pretty significant payout, a bonus. This is a bonus, right? And that bonus could pay you, I mean, listen, it could pay you $10, it could pay you 20, it could pay you 50, but in theory, it could just keep growing and growing and growing as more and more people come in, it's going to get bigger and bigger. So it could pay hundreds, it could even pay thousands of dollars a month, and in bonuses, So that's pretty cool. But there's a cap there, right? It's only 10 levels, right? Well, yes and no, because we have something called a check match, okay? And the check match is pretty cool because here's what it does. It allows you to earn up to 100% check match on everyone that you personally sponsor or personally enroll. So what that means is whatever they make in the matrix, you make. So if they make $5, you make an extra $5 on top of your matrix earnings. If they make $50 in the matrix, you make an extra $50 in the matrix on top of your matrix earnings. And this is all on top of your unilevels, infinity pay, coded bonuses, all the other ways we get paid. This is on top of that, okay? If they make 50, you make 50. If they make 500, you make 500 in the matrix on top of. And if you have some people, let's say you have some people that are making $5,000 in the matrix, you personally sponsored them, you make an extra $5,000 in the matrix, okay? So what I want to talk to you about is those top 3. Oh, well, let me show you the qualifications and stuff for the matrix, okay? Here's the deal. When you reach a Pro 25, you get a 25% check match, okay? You get 25%. Whatever they're making, you get 25%. So if they make $100, you get 25, okay? When you reach Pro 50, you get a 50% check match, okay? They make $100, you make 50, okay? And when you reach 1 star, okay, that's our key position, guys. I hope you're realizing that. All our messaging is all about 1 star because that's when your business can take on a life of its own. That's when you can go on vacation and have your business grow a little bit, okay? So that's what can happen with that. So that's pretty cool. When you hit 1 star, you now get 100%. So again, they make $100, you make $100. Whatever they make, you make, okay? So, but here's the kicker. We got a fast start bonus, okay? We got a fast start bonus. It's a promotion that if you enroll 3 premium members in your first 2 weeks, okay? Or 5 premium members in your first 4 weeks, we're going to grandfather you. We're going to put you at that 100% check match, okay? Which is 3. Now, the best way I can explain this is, let me tell you how we launched Nexus Rewards, okay? Rob and I's brainchild, we got together with other great minds that we like, respect, and put some things together. Nick Sculsey involved those early conversations, some of our reps, Carol and Fernandez and stuff, people who have been building for a long time and really kind of get this industry and things. So we put this thing together, and at some point we turned the switch on. We said, okay, we're open. Okay, now we're open, but it's just me and Rob. right? We got nobody. There's nobody in this thing. But we understood this matrix, okay? And so what did we do? We said, well, we want to get those top 3 spots in the matrix. We want to get them locked up, right? Because here's the deal. In the matrix, other than your position, the most valuable positions in this matrix are those top 3 spots, right? And if you personally sponsor them, because those people are going to have the next biggest network, the next biggest downline organization underneath you, right? Is those 3 people. So you want to get those locked up personally because you can check match them. Okay, so if this thing does grow like this, and it will to some extent, there'll be fracturings and things taking off and stuff like that. But the next most valuable positions in the company are those 3 spots. So we wanted to lock those 3 spots up. So what did we do? Well, I sponsored Judy. Judy's my wife. We can do that in Nexus. You can sponsor a spouse. Okay. I knew we were going to build this thing, right? I knew we were going to do it. I said, okay, Judy, you're signing up. What did Rob do? He said, okay, Tina, my wife, you're sponsoring up. You're signing up. And then we contacted our brother Bill, does everything we've ever done in network marketing. He does it with us as well. Bill's a veterinarian, loves the networking concept. And I said, okay, Bill, you're number 3. Okay. But we weren't satisfied with that. Okay, we got our 3, and basically Nexus launched, right? But it didn't launch from 3 because we got on the phone again. I think maybe the very next call I made was to Nick Skulski. I called Nick up. I said, Nick, we're launching. He goes, okay, Art, I'm in, right? Didn't have to ask what it was. He's just, I'm in. You're doing it. Rob's doing it. I'm in. Boom. And so we filled not only the first 3, but we filled the first 12. We got the 9. Filled our second level. Now we're check matching all of those people as well, right? And so then, but some of those 9 sort of caught on because we wanted to get the 3rd level too. I wanted to fill all 27, right? Wanted to get them all and stuff. But some of those 9 people sort of caught on with what we're doing. Nick's a sharp cookie. You can't get much past him. So he went out and started getting some things going. So we couldn't quite get the whole 3rd level ourselves because we had other people that were Carolyn Fernandez. I mean, you can't slip anything past her. Ed Hudson can't slip anything past him and things like that. So, so there were some people who started going, but we basically enrolled to launch this company. Rob and I enrolled about 100 people, a little over 100 people to get this thing going. So what does that mean? That means 100 check matches. Okay. That means 100 check matches. So, but the key ones for everyone are those first 3, because everybody else is going underneath that. So I say, if you're new in this thing, man, and you're going to build it, right? I say you want to lock up those top 3 spots, because what that can do is it not only can double. I mean, if you do the math on this thing, it's like $8,800. Okay. Perfect full matrix. Okay. It's thousands and thousands of dollars, but you can double that. Okay. Because if you have somebody else whose matrix has grown out, instead of making it, you could double it, you could triple it, you could 10x it, depending on how many people. So we have, in each of our sections of the compensation plan, we have aspects that can make you tens of thousands, thousands, tens of thousands. And I'm not making claims about it. I mean, this is just the math that exists there. The potential is there to do that in the unilevel. The potential is there to do that in the 2-up coded. And the potential is there to do that here because of the check match bonus that we have. Okay. So every new premium member who joins gets sent a brochure. It's a kind of a brochure with an audio message, like an interactive brochure where they can click, and looks sort of like this. Okay, it's vertical, not horizontal, but they get sent this brochure, and they're welcome. check out the fast start, right? Check out the fast start and stuff. And even if they log into their members area, right on the main page, it says, check out the fast start bonus, right? And you click it and you get to see that interactive brochure, which explains the importance and the significance of this over time. Okay, so if you're new, if you're just getting started with us, lock up those top 3 spots. You do want to lock those top 3 spots up and make sure that your top 3 people are seeing that, okay? Because let's say you did it in 2 weeks, okay? That's 3 in your first 2 weeks. And let's say they did it in 2 weeks. That would be 9. And they did it in 2 weeks after that. That would be 27. You see how quickly this thing could grow? If each one of these things, what is that, 20 weeks? And you have thousands of people. Now, it's, like I said, it's not going to work out perfectly, but you definitely, everyone can control the 3. Everyone can, I believe, control the 9 as well. But so if everyone can do that, math kind of demonstrates itself. Okay, so, but we also have a, you know what, before I do that, Rob, I think you're on with us as well. Maybe you could unmute and just kind of share some of your thoughts, because what am I doing here? Okay, Rob, are you there? Unmute.
Can you hear me? What?
Yes, I can. Go ahead, Rob.
Oh, fabulous. Yeah, this is a exciting aspect of the compensation plan, and it's just one aspect that happens seamlessly and simultaneously while you're just going out and building your business. Each one of the aspects of the 3 different aspects of the compensation plan, the 3 main aspects, we have done individually in companies, where companies would just have that one, and we've had success with all of them, but all of them were limited to a certain degree. So as we were putting this together, we said, man, it'd be nice to have that as an aspect. It'd be nice to have that as an aspect, and it'd be nice to have this as an aspect. So when you look at the 3-by matrix, that's just happening. But now you're aware that those positions that you have right there are incredibly valuable to generating an incredible income just from that. When you look at the numbers on that matrix, I think just filling out in and of itself is over $8,000 if you're just looking at those numbers. So imagine getting multiples of that or any varying degree. And we've seen people here already that have sponsored 25, have sponsored 50, have sponsored 100, have sponsored 150 personal members. What is that going to mean to them over the course of time as this company continues to grow? 150 check matches, maybe one for $1 on that check match, or 10 cents, or whatever it is, but maybe $100 over on that one, and maybe $1,000 or multiple thousands on another one. And you can just really kind of write your own ticket with building this business, because all of these aspects are working simultaneously together to generate for you just an incredible amount of income. The one thing I would like to share just quickly is that, you know, we talk about Nick and John and you and I, and, you know, I look and I say, just regular people. I mean, we come out of that construction industry, and if I were to say to you that you could guarantee your own success within this business, the silver bullet that every single top leader that you look throughout the entire industry, all of these people that we've got to meet, the one thing that every single leader in every single company has in common is that they've first, there's two parts to this. One is that they've made up their mind. They've made up their mind that they are going to do the business. You know, Art and I had tremendous success with Rexall in the beginning where we didn't even know what we were doing. But the one thing we did do was we made up our mind. We said, we are going to give this our all for the next year and see where the chips fall and then make a decision from that point. We made up our mind that we were going to do everything we possibly could going forwards to build the business and see what happens. So it is that making up your mind, that making a decision that determines your degree of success within the business. And then the other thing is, which kind of falls right behind that, is be committed to the decision that you've made in your mind. You're just looking at our Rexall days. Were there things that didn't go our way, or were there obstacles that we encountered that first year as we were launching our business? Yes, of course. It's kind of life. But that's where the decision is made and the commitment is made. Then that no matter what, I am moving forwards. I will be successful in this business. I will be a one-star. I will be a diamond in this business. I'm making up my mind. And you hear it from the leaders in this company. I've planted my flag. Well, what does that mean? I've made up my mind. I've made a decision that no matter what happens along the way, I am going to adhere to my decision and do the best I can every single day. And when I lay my head on the pillow at night, I'm going to say I did my best. And if I didn't, I'm getting up tomorrow and doing better. I'm going to do the best I possibly can and let the chips fall where they may. So that power is within you to make up your mind. There's a verse that says, well, you are neither hot nor cold, so I spew you out of my mouth. And what does that mean? It means I'm wishy-washy. They're wishy-washy. I'm back. Oh, maybe I'll do it. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm getting up and doing it. And then one little obstacle comes and, well, maybe it isn't working. Are doubts and fears and obstacles going to come in your way? Yeah, that's how it happens. Those are the things that you move through because you've made a decision. You've made up your mind. So I just encourage everybody. You have everything you need. It's obvious. It's right there, right in front of you. You can have tremendous success within this business, and it can end up being better than you even imagined it can be. If you make up your mind that that's what you're going to do, and then you're going to move forwards and let the chips fall where they may, see where you are a year from now, 2 years from now. You'll be so glad that you made that decision and stuck to it on a daily basis. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to you, Art.
Awesome, Rob. Good points. Really, really good points. So I just want to wrap this up. A couple of things. I know we have a couple of people who are in longer than a month. Okay. Yikes. I can't miss that. How can I get this now? How can I get this now? Well, we want you to get it. I want you to get the 100% check match. You can wait until you get to star. I wouldn't suggest. Oh, and I just want to point out, this is a loyalty bonus matrix. We don't start paying it right away. We start paying it in everybody's month 7. So your first 6 months, you're loyal. Month 7, you start getting the bonuses. And that's done for a reason. We want to keep people loyal, but we also want it to grow a little bit, right? I mean, if you got a check for 30 cents, bonus check for 30 cents, that might not motivate you a little bit. Although I will tell you, Rob and I made a decision to go full-time in with Rexall, and our first check was $2.16. So it's not the size of the check, It's your vision and the potential that can drive you to do it, and that ultimately went from $2.16 to, geez, I mean, our highest checks were $80,000-$90,000 a month with that company, so it can really go. If we would have made a decision, $2.16, this ain't working, so you got to have vision, right? And you got to have willpower, as Rob's saying. So, but we have a special for everyone who's beyond their first 2 weeks, and that is you're an existing rep, you can't meet those qualifications, become a pro by August 31st, 2022, and we will give you the 100% check match bonus. Okay, so let's get into the action plan, wrap this thing up. What's the action plan? If you're new, get your 3, get them today. Okay, you don't have to wait 2 weeks. You want your business to grow faster, get them today. Lock up those top 3 spots. Honestly, I don't want people putting people directly underneath me. I'd rather have them put under my people, right? Put them under Judy, put them under Tina, put them under Bill, right? So that's your real estate. This is your real estate. Claim it. Those top 3 spots, those are check matches for you. Claim them. If your sponsor puts somebody underneath you in the first 3 spots, you're not going to get a check match on them. They will. Okay. So claim your top 3 spots. Minimum claim your top 3. I say claim your first 3 levels yourself. Just claim those. Those are yours. And then keep going. Get yourself 50, 100 check matches. Okay. That's how you can multiply your earning potential with this thing. So get 3 in your first 2 weeks. Get them today. Or 5 in your first 4 weeks if you missed that. If you're not a pro yet, you've been in the business a while and you're not a pro, okay, get there. It's 5 people, 5 premium members. Get there by 8/31. Make up your mind and just do it. Prospect, right? Get eyeballs on the opportunity, new eyeballs on the opportunity. They're not being bombarded by every other network marketing company in the world. Why? Because all the other networkers are on vacation until after Labor Day. So we've got a great window to grab market share here. If you're a pro or above, I have a challenge for you, is to start 3 more people. Get 3 more new premiums in the next couple of weeks, right? Get 3 more new premiums and make sure that they understand the fast start bonus. I mean, listen, you don't have to sell it to them. You just got to ask them, did you see the fast start bonus? Do you understand the benefits of the fast start bonus? You want to get 3 in pretty dang quick. And again, that brochure goes out to them in an email and it's right in their members area. We will be updating the getting started video a little bit and to really hammer this home, because this is a significant part of the business. So just got some notes here. So yeah, if you're a pro or above, resist going into management mode. All right, just totally focusing on your network. I call it scoreboard watching, or getting paralysis from analysis, or getting bogged down in the minutia of things. And one of the things that we see with people signing up, particularly with Nexus, is it's easy to kind of get bogged down in the minutia. All right, because we have the free apps that got to get set up. So John Cini made a great recommendation, and we've implemented it, as we often do with John and Scott's recommendations, because they really are some insightful people, got some great ideas of things. And that is, when people sign up and are downloading their apps, the first thing they should do is, when they log in, is print the PDF, okay, for the apps, and then review the flip book. That each app has its own flip book, audio flip book that walks them through it. But if you have it printed in front of you, so when you now log in and you look at your free member apps, there's it's highly recommended that you print the PDF, a new person print the PDF. You don't want to get bogged down and spend hours with people helping them set up their free apps. So what I suggest you do is that, instead of being this question answer type person. It just sort of happens when you learn a lot about an opportunity, when you learn about the comp plan and the how it works, where we're open, and what the products do, and this and that. You tend to be an answer person. I think it's better to be a traffic director. Show people where the answers are. Okay, show people, go here, you'll find the answer there. Go to the flip book. People ask me comp plan questions all the day. I got a text. Can you explain how the $10 works with the 5 and a 5? I'm like, yeah, I can, but I'm not going to. I mean, I don't have 15, 20 minutes to do that, or even 5 minutes to do that. So my answer was, yeah, it's on the flip book. It's right on the main page, right on your website. Go there, find the answer. You want to be a traffic director, okay? And teach people where they can go to get the answer. So can you help me set up my apps? Yeah, of course I can. Log into your members area. You'll see, when you click on the app, you'll see a line that says, print. We highly recommend that you print the PDF. I would say print the PDF, watch the little flip book, and then if you have questions, give me a call. Okay? Don't, because if you spend 2 hours with them, guess what they're thinking? I got to spend 2 hours with everybody I'm bringing in. So you don't want to do that. Okay. Also, there's this pro and above, get 3 new members. Why do I say that? New blood is the lifeblood of your organization. Okay. Rob was talking about challenges and stuff, and sometimes like scoreboard, but oh, how come he's not doing this, or he's not doing that, or they're not doing that? I mean, that's a trap that we kind of all fall into in the industry, is we kind of like looking at our organization. How come they're not doing what I'm doing? Well, simple solution to that is get some new blood. Okay, because new blood, it invigorates your organization. It gets you. I mean, one of my team members brought in with kind of going along, not really happening anything. Sponsored Alonzo Brown, right? That's new blood. Alonzo's blowing it up, right? So that's what's going to explode your organization is new blood. So I encourage you all to constantly be doing what you want your downline to do, right? What do you want your downline to do? I want them to get 5 new exposures a day, 5 new people a day looking at the opportunity. Good. Are you doing it? Okay. We need to do it. All right. And then lastly, I just want you to realize that, of course, in any business, you're going to have obstacles. You're going to have things that come up, and somebody joins and then they quit, and oh, he was going to be so good and now he's not doing it. You're going to have this stuff. It just comes up. What I want you to do is ask yourself a question. Anything like that ever comes up, just ask yourself a question. Okay. What would John Cena do if this happened to him? Okay. What would Kim Ward do if this happened to her? What would Leslie Sewell do if this happened to her? What would Nick Skolsky do if this happened to him? Well, I could tell you what Nick Skolsky would do, and I think I could tell you what the other guys would do. He'd be like, okay, forget him. I'm going to go get some new blood. Okay. That's just the way leaders do it. So then you ask yourself, what would Nick do? What would John do? What would Scott Becker do? Why don't I just do that? Okay. So your action plan is not just wallowing in the moment of disappointment, if that's what it is, or whatever challenge that you're facing. Just ask yourself, highly successful people, what would they do? Why don't I just do that? And then just do it. Okay. Because that's how you are going to become highly successful, by emulating not just what they say, but what they do. Okay. So, and I think with that, John, I will turn this call back to you. And I just want to thank everyone for joining us here today. I hope everybody got a little something out of it, and let's rock this thing.
That was fantastic. Quick hour just went poof, just like that. Amazing. And I only took 15 minutes of it, so that was first for me. Hey, great stuff. Appreciate all that, Art. Your stats, as always, are so inspiring, motivational. We got a couple people asking in the chat about founding members getting 100% check match, and what do we have to do to be a founding member? And your answer is?
If you're not yet a pro, be pro by 8/31.
Okay, so if you want to be considered a founding member, that's be pro, which is 5 paid enrollments by the end of August.
Yes, sir.
Okay, everybody should be clear on that. There you go. All right, so I think everybody got the answer to that. So love your charts. We are going to stress the urgency about getting things done by the end of August. You know, we had 110, 120 people on this call. At the end of it, there's still going to be hundreds, thousands of people that were not on here that needed to hear this. We're going to make sure to reiterate the urgency of the end of August deadline on our Tuesday, Thursday